What is going on, fine people of the internet? It's your boy MC Fixer back with a brand new video. You guys seem to like the bite-sized content we're doing right here on youtube.com/myxboxandme. So I thought I would bring us some more big news has just dropped over on gamesindustry.biz. So I thought we would read through it and give you my initial thoughts on this special news. Xbox is back at E3. E3 2021 could be the savior. Who knows? Let's have a read through and have a see through what people actually think about all of this and where this is actually going to leave us. So, Nintendo, Xbox, and Ubisoft back digital only E3 2021, but PlayStation and EA still remain absent. This one is on gamesindustry.biz, written by Christopher Dring, shout out to him, and it reads a little something like this. E3 2021 will return in June in the digital form, and Xbox, Nintendo, and Capcom have all been back to be back at the show, alongside Konami, Ubisoft, Take-Two, Warner Brothers, and Koch Media. It's a strong lineup, especially with the two platform holders on board. However, there are some notable absence, including Sony, EA, Activision, Blizzard, Sega, Bandai Namco, and Square Enix. The event will take place between June 12th and June 15th, which we already knew. So, there is time for other publishers still to sign up. The big news coming out of this, obviously, is the quote that we get here from, which was given to gamesindustry.biz from the ESA, which says, quote, For more than 2 decades, E3 has been the premier venue to showcase the best that the video game industry has to offer. Which, again, that's very true. It is the best place that we have to offer. E3 to me holds such a special place in my heart. It is one of the fantastic moments where all gamers, doesn't matter if you're an Xbox fan, a PlayStation fan, a Nintendo fan, you could be into the most niche of niche games, we all come together at E3. So I carry on with the quote here, which is, E3 has been the premier venue to showcase the best that the video game industry has to offer, while uniting the world through games, said ESA CEO Stanley Pinner Lewis. Quote, We're evolving this year, E3, into a more exclusive event, but will still look to excite the fans with major reveals and insiders opportunities that make this event the indispensable stage for video games. Nah, I could go on forever about how I feel about this. The big news here, of course, is Xbox is back at E3. I generally do believe that E3 last year was... Obviously, there was no E3 last year, and everything around what we got instead, Summer of Game Fest, and this person at a showcase, that person at a showcase, this, that, there, it just didn't work. It didn't bring the excitement, it didn't bring the energy, it didn't bring the flavour, the fun, the magic in what E3 is. In my opinion, I'm someone who does a lot of reaction content over on my main channel, youtube.com/mcfix if you want to see more of me, and for me, I just felt not having that centerpiece of where the video game industry can all live just didn't work. For me, it didn't work. It was too much stress. I was missing some shows. I wasn't seeing this. I wasn't seeing that. This show had no announcements that even mattered to me. So to know that Xbox specifically are going to be back at E3 is a big deal. It's a big deal. I'm happy to see Xbox, obviously, being like, we are going to support E3, we are going to keep this alive, we are going to keep this going. Same goes for Nintendo, shout out to them, obviously Ubisoft as well, and all the other companies that have been mentioned. It's the companies that have something to show and want to show it in this way that I want to support. I understand wanting to do your own show, but as we saw with the idea of Xbox, when you hand it off to somebody else, it doesn't always get packaged in the right way. Where you've got to give credit is E3 brings the hype, brings the enjoyment, brings the energy, brings us all together as video game fans. And that's what we need. We need that, especially during these damn times with COVID and things like that. We need stuff to get excited about. Yeah, of course, there's always going to be the war of, I play Xbox, I play PlayStation, I care about this, I care about that. But what it really does is brings excitement. And yeah, there's a little bit of competition there between this show is better, that show is better. There's nothing wrong with competition. When there's fanboy wars, that's when I check out. I ain't got time for it. I'm not in the mood. I don't care. But when you bring me healthy competition in the video game space, it's where everybody ups their game and wants to show their best foot forward, in my opinion. Let me know in the comments below, are you excited to see Xbox back at E3? Are you excited to see E3 come back? Or would you prefer each of the companies that have announced to be there to do their own thing and have their own separate showcase? Again, let me know in the comments below. Make sure you slap the like button. Make sure you hit the subscribe button. I've been MC Fixer, and I will love you, leave you, and see you all later. Deuces.